Hey YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing today? We're going to be jumping into the band called Egoist with a song called Euterpe. It's something to that degree. Anyways, we have lyrics. I think they're fan translated lyrics, so like they might not be 100%, there might be multiple different translations that mean basically the same thing or roundabout what it means, but we'll have a roundabout translation to go through this, and yeah, interesting. I'm falling a little bit behind on Patreon requests as it's been a busy month, man. Been to multiple shows, concerts, whatever you want to call them, and been having a little bit of a break. Like obviously still posting on the daily for the most part, but like reducing my content down a little bit during January. Just so that I don't burn out. Like, I don't feel like wanting to burn out, so I just kind of slow things down when my mind's kind of a bit more, not cluttered, but like when I'm getting a bit more tired mentally. And yeah, man, let's go, let's see. It sounds amazing already, madam. It's been a while since I've heard this band, actually. Thinking about it. Visual K, I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly. Or Japanese at the very least. Whoa, this is all jpop, man, damn. Or ballady, should I say. This is gorgeous, man. I was actually expecting heavier, to be fair with you, man, but I don't know. It sounds amazing, damn. Her voice is haunting too, man, in the best way possible. Is it gonna build, man? It feels like it's gonna keep building and building and building. Oh, that coming. That was sick. That was a sick build, to be fair. Like, for like a ballad to build like that, just like musically, even though it's kind of more electronic-y based, that's still really sick to listen to be fair with you. But yeah, let's see. Oh, field flower, that's bloomed. Somehow, please tell me, why is it that people hurt each other and fight? It's because we're messed up creatures, for the most part. That's pretty much my whole reasoning behind why we hurt each other, why we have wars, why we do all of these kinds of things. And it's sad for the most part, man, but there's nothing much we can do about it. This is just how the world is, this is just how we are. We are destructive creatures, and nothing else is really ever going to change that. Which sucks. I'd prefer to have a world where we didn't have to fight about money and politics and everything else in between. And we could just all appreciate where we live and just appreciate life a little bit more than we currently do. Oh, flower that blooms with the asphalt. What can you see from there? Why is it that people cannot forgive each other? Like, it depends on the forgiveness. It depends what you want to forgive for. Because it's hard to forgive a murderer, but it's easy to forgive somebody who made a mistake. You know what I mean? There's a huge difference between forgiveness for something reasonable and forgiveness for something, like, that's so against nature. Or, like, I guess for nature. In terms of, like, actually being, like, hunter-gatherer. But killing people for fun is never what animals do. And people who murder generally do it because they enjoy it. Which is a very much a human trait. And it's really disturbing at the end of the day, man. But still. In the summer, the rain passed, and the blue reflected. Small, it rippled in front of me, without saying a thing. Yeah, that's a beautiful metaphor. That whole thing's just a gorgeous metaphor going all the way through, man. I love it so. As the rain passed, and the blue came out of the sky, it started to ripple in front of you. Either you could look at the sky, you could look at it as an ocean or a lake, or whichever way you want to go about it. And yeah, let's keep going. I probably went a bit too far with the lyrics, but yeah, it's okay. Man, this is getting amazing. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is gorgeous. Ooh, this is changing, man. This is sounding kinda Gundam Wingy to me, a little bit. You know, with the futuristic kind of style to it. It's starting to get darker as well. Man, the violins, man. Why does it have to be violins, man? Violins always get me. Always, mate. Just getting even stronger, man. Damn, I love that. I think in the mix they just shot up a little bit, which is kind of sick, mate. Man, that's ominous sounding now. But her voice. Like I've been saying since the beginning, mate. Damn. What a voice. It's haunting, man. It just shoots right through you. Like it's powerful in that sense, man. Not in terms of like range, in terms of like passion and power and pure ability, you know what I mean? Like, if that makes any kind of sense to you, but still. It was ominous but sweet, but it's kind of had the tone of the song going through it, where it was beautiful, but at the same time talking about real issues and about real things that are happening in the world and about people talking about things and the human race in general and that type of thing. You get the idea. But still, what do you think when your friends words with those leaves that do not carry words? How do you convey your love? Most people don't. Most people, as they get to my age, we tend to lose a lot of people from our lives because people have lives, man. They have jobs, they have families, they have other things they want to do. Or people just realise they just want to move on, or it doesn't really matter either way. It's just a part of life, man. Things wither, things go away, things change for the most part, but after that point, man, like you have to just learn to love yourself. And you have to learn to appreciate the human race and nature and the earth we live on and all of that stuff in order to survive. Like, if you rely just specifically on your friends in your 20s and 30s and 40s in order to get through life, then when they go, you're going to break apart because you have no stability with anything else. You need to have that stability across all things in order to really progress and everything in the world, man. And yeah, the summer sun is clouded and the wind fluttered. I shall sing the proof of life once existed for those who do not have a name. That's a pretty way to say that. So, like, the summer sun is clouded, like, the light is shining over to a little bit of darkness. The wind fluttered, the wind began to pick up, man, and I shall sing that the proof of life had existed, even for those who did not make it. Either the sperm who did not make it, the people who died in childbirth, or the children who died in childbirth, or the millions of amounts of sperm and who didn't quite get to the egg, or the premature birth that ended in death, or whichever way you want to go about it. The proof that all of them exist, the proof that everything exists in a way, in a world, in a shape, if that makes sense. But still, either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.